The next exercise is to actually take our garments are from CLO3D to FrameVR. How do we go about it? First, we start with entering a frame, and this is where I want to add a 3D garment which is also animated. So how do I go about it? I go to CLO3D and then I have a garment here. I'm going to apply animation to this garment, right? So I want an animation where this garment is flying with the wind. So I will have a wind controller applied here. You can apply any animation or motion that you want to. How do you apply an animation is you go to file, you go to open, you go to joint motion, and then whatever animation there is applied, which is like this, like say a hand on waist. Okay, so I open this, and this maybe we don't want. So this is where my model is at. We don't need the 2D window for this. Yeah, and we will go ahead and we'll see what is the animation file. Yeah, so the animation file is basically this is feeling wrong. The animation is already applied on the garment, guys, in this case. So I have just put second animation onto the first one. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll delete this one, and our garment already has animation, right? So we don't need the model at this point of time. Anyway, we did not need the model. So I will go to the simulation and I will delete the model basically. So here, oh, my bad. So I go to animation and I have let's go back to 0. Let's go to animation, delete. Yeah. So here I am in CLO where I want to make changes to the I want to apply animation to the garment, and at the same time I want to export it for FrameVR. So what do? Is I go to file, I go to open, and I go to joint motion. This takes me to the folder where my motion of R is saved, and then I go to say walking in place. This is the animation that I want to apply. I'll click on OK, and then I go to animation. You will see an additional file which is this mtn motion file here. Once I have this, I can click on record and the animation will be applied. It will take its time. Yeah, so the animation has been recorded. Now when it's done, we can play and we can see how it goes. So this is our animation on the garment. Yeah, so now it's time to start thinking about exporting it, right? So the first thing that we need to do before we export is to make sure its UV coordinates are all set. So I have some zipper, and the zippers are overlapping the garment, so we just keep it aside one by one, all the parts. Yeah, so this is how your UV mapping should look like. Once this is sorted, you just select all of these and then you click on fit to UV to 1 and then OK. Once this is done, you can go back to simulation. Now I will recommend highly against exporting it with the avatar. Okay, we don't want the avatar to be exported, and we don't want the trims and accessories also to be imported. It has to be imported exported in GLB format. What is a GLB format? When you go to file, you go to export, there will be a GLTF in bracket GLB format. This is the format in which it will take the animation in FrameVR. So I export it. It's asking me to save it somewhere. I'll save it in CLO3D, whatever file. I'll say CLO2VR dress. Save it. Now it's gonna ask me some properties, exporting properties. So we do select all the patterns, but we don't select the avatars, and we don't select all the graphics and trims. We go to single object, we go to thin, we select UV coordinates, which we did. We go for garment animation. And once all of this is set, then we can select OK and we can proceed. It is exporting. It's exporting animation also. Yeah, so it's exported. Now we can save it and we can minimize the application and then go to FrameVR. Alright, now this is where I want the model to be coming. So what do I do here is I go to creation menu and I click on 3D model, and then I click on the attach button. I go to where I had saved it, which was in CLO3D. I had saved as CLO2VR dress GLB, and then you open it. It'll ask you for these options: optimize, add to this frame, and add to inventory. We add the model. A lot of waiting happens in this part of VR. It's very close to being done, and there you go. There are particles coming here, which means the model is going to come here. let it do its thing. And this is how the dress has arrived. Yeah. Now we can go to the edit menu, click on this, bring it wherever we want it to be brought, change the directions however you want to change for it to be changed, and then there you go. If the animation is applied correctly, the dress will move on its own. Now what you can do here is all these standard features are already here, like lock position, snap to floor, original size, all of these. You can also spin it if you want to spin it like this. You can change the speed of spinning or not, and you can though change there are additional set of properties here, which is show animation and not show animation. Okay, so if there is animation applied, it will show animations. Now there are some modes, which is like you want it to happen only once and then you want it to stop. So if you click on once, it will do it and then it will just stop, right? Or else it will be yo-yo, which means it will go forward and then go backward, just like how yo-yo works, and then it will be on repeat. So we'll keep it on repeat. Now the other feature is the speed. You want it to be fast or you want it to be like real slow, right? So these are the features that can be applied on the animated garments, and this has been the process to bring the animated garment to the scene. You can try it for yourself and you can let me know how it went.